Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sabrina. This video today is just going to be some random stuff. It's been a while since I've posted. I've been busy with this and that and life and whatever, but I wanted to share my experience also with a quilt retreat I attended last weekend, and it was absolutely so much fun. I would definitely do it again, and I would even recommend, if you haven't done one, give it a try if you can. We were working on the Moonlit Menagerie quilt kit from Tula, but I wanted to share some of the fabric that was in that quilt kit. But the quilt retreat was so much fun. I attended Thursday. There was a lecture by Alyssa Zaccardi, if you know who she is from Quilting Alyssa. She did a color theory lecture, and that was really fun and interesting. And then Friday we started the sewing retreat, and it ran through Sunday morning. But it was hosted by the Sewing Box Quilt Shop in Meyersdale, PA, and that's where I bought my Janome machine. Great people out there, absolutely loved it. We had so many fun things for that weekend scheduled. The retreat included breakfast, lunch, snacks, plus she had a lot of giveaways like door prize things, and you got extra entries if you posted anything on social media. So there was a lot of little fun things they gave out. They made it so much fun, and I really feel like the bar has been set really high if I were to attend another one. And she did it in a way that it kind of made you interact with everyone else and get to know everyone else, and it just became a really wonderful group of ladies to hang out with and hopefully make friends for a long time and see them again. But anyway, we did the Moonlit Menagerie quilt kit, and I'm still trying to get organized. I have a mess here, like it is a mess, but I'm going to try to organize some things today. I'm going to rearrange my room, so this video is just going to be a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things. But this is the quilt kit. It's all foundation paper piecing. So the kit came with everything you need for your templates and for the foundation paper piecing. So I have all that here. I think there were like 50 some different fabrics in this kit. It was insane. And I cut all this fabric, most of it, except I didn't have all the fussy cutting done. But these are the paper piecing prop pieces, which I'm still working on it. I only got 1/4 of it done, and I will show you what that looks like. But again, she made it very fun. And she does have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest. If anyone is interested, she does have a QR code here. If anyone is interested, you can give her a look. Maybe I can link this at the end on my description box. But these were all the fabrics. Let me show you this. So we have this. And then we have all of these. And all of these. So there was a lot of fabric to cut. So I had all of these small pieces done. So I pretty much had all the stuff done that I needed for the flying geese. But I did not have fussy cutting done, which was okay because everybody had templates to share, or Alyssa had templates to share. So I was able to get done what I could for the first quarter, and that was the goal for the weekend. Get the first quarter done. But I did get the first quarter done. And this is what we have. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah. And I did leave the paper on the back. As you can see, there's paper back there still. I didn't take it off yet. I think I'm going to leave it on for now. But this gray fabric here, I don't know if you can see the owl in there. Look how pretty that is. It's gorgeous. And then there's also a white one. That has bunnies in it. I don't know if you want to see all this fabric, but this one has bunnies in it. And there were lots of mistakes cutting out, fussy cutting some of this stuff. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but isn't it cute? Oh, here. Let's see. Oh, here. This little section right here. There's bunnies. They're facing each other. Or facing away from each other. But anyway, kind of just wanted to share that with you. It was a lot of fun. And then we did a little field trip to her shop on Saturday, and we were able to get 20% off on anything we purchased. I might not show all of this to you, but I'll show you the really interesting pieces if you haven't seen them. So I had to label all this fabric. It was quite the task. And then some people had some troubles with matching up the colors to the right letter. Isn't that pretty? I'm not usually an animal person, and to be honest, I'm not usually a Tula pink person, but I wanted to do the retreat. And so I did fussy cut a piece of this. It's got some animals on there. There's a couple pieces I think I cut out of there. And then this has raccoons, I think, or squirrels. Squirrels. You can see the squirrels in there. So, but anyway, while I was there, I did pick up some more fabric I just want to share with you guys. I found another favorite fabric designer that I like. Then we have this. There's a lot of fabric left over also. So, this. This matches my shirt. Stars. And this one. I had clips on all of this to keep everything together. Oh, there we go. yellow. It's like an orange yellow color. It's got little stars and moons on it. And we have fish. And we have the bees. Then we have it in another color. And we have the fish in another color. And looks like the little squirrels in another color. This. We have the owl. I did have most of this all pressed before the weekend, but then it kind of turned into a little bit of a mess. We have rabbits. I think the rest of this, a lot of it is solids. There's a bunch of different solids here. So I think a lot of this was just leftovers I labeled anyway. And we have like this hatch, purple hatch. And then we have like a pink flower. And then we have some purple with the moon and stars on it. And then like a blue flower. Okay. Yeah. Some of these solids were so hard to figure out because the colors matched so closely. Here's a lot of little pieces I had. Then there's this yellow hatch. And then we had this color with the moon and stars. This color. Yeah, there was a lot of fabric. I'm trying to keep it labeled because I think I'm still going to need some of this. And then we have This pink with the moon and stars. Orange hatch. But, yeah, there was a lot. Okay. Purple. Okay, so that is my moonlit menagerie. I'm gonna have to put this all away. Keep it organized. But I also have some of this Anna Maria fabric, and I think she's my new favorite designer along with Kaffe. I just love colors. And then here is Sewing Box Quilt Shop. This is her logo. That's her dog. His name's Bolt. Isn't he cute? So here's Anna Maria. I didn't think I would like geometric, but this I do like. Not usually a person that likes this. Wait till you see the other kit I have, Anna Maria. I love the saturated colors, jewel tone colors. That's what I like. I'm not a pastel person. You may have heard me say that before in some of my other videos. But this is a subscription that the Sewing Box Quilt Shop offers. If you're interested, I get a subscription. It's 2 half-yard pieces of fabric and 4 fat quarters. I like it. Okay, and then this is also Anna Maria that was a subscription. I haven't put it away yet. How do you guys store your fabric? Because I don't know. I feel like I need to keep the collections together. That if it's one designer, I should have it together. But, and then I have these also. It's pretty. Yeah, I tell you what, that quilt retreat, they wore me out, those ladies. It was non-stop fun. And I learned some things. I mean, you've got years and years and years of experience in that room with those ladies. You will learn something you didn't know. That's for sure. This is pretty. I like this. Oh, this is really pretty. Now, how can I display this in a nice project. Well, that is pretty. Alright. So that is that. And then I have another Anna Maria. So I picked up this quilt kit. Okay, so when we took our little field trip to the shop, I picked this little kit up, and I really like it a lot. I have to show this to you. I haven't opened it yet, but this is Anna Maria patterns featuring fabrics from Anna Maria Textiles at Division of Northcott. This is called Piecework. Let's see if I can give you a close-up. There. I like it. I'll open it for you guys. So yeah, I hauled my machine up there. It was at Seven Springs ski resort, and I had to haul my machine, all my supplies that I would need. All my fabric had to be pre-cut, ready to go, which, like I said, I did not have it all done and pre-cut. So I used my little bag I made. If anybody watched that video, I used my little bag to put all my sewing essentials in. So my pins, scissors, and we did use the add a quarter ruler, pen, rotary blade, notepad, thread, glue pen, pencils, extra needles. So yeah, guys, my space is a mess, a big mess. But let's look at this fabric. It's gorgeous. Alright. So this kit is some of the fabrics I already showed you in this. But just different colors, and I think it was this stuff here I just fell in love with. I think it's the blue that I like. So maybe I'll give you guys a closer look. But there's the blue. And then we have this. I want to be able to put this back in here when I'm done. Oh, there's more of this. Which I already showed you guys from that other kit. And I think I might actually put this with this. And then we have different colors, and I think I'll put this out of my subscription kit because I did get more of it in the other in this kit. So I'll put that together. And this. I would love to start on this now, but I have too many other things that are on the fire right now that I need to do. And this. And this color. This is kind of cool. Oh, this is really pretty. This was in that subscription kit also. And so is this. Now, as I said, I didn't think I would go for geometric shapes like that, but I don't know. It just works. And then these are all the solids that go with it, if I can get it open. There we go. Purple. This blue. Oh, I'm in love with this. Absolutely. I love these, like, just deep, bright, jewel tone colors. And then we have, wow. Then we have black. Some of this purple, pink, and some more pink. And there is some English paper piecing, so I have some of these. And here's a better look at the pattern. So there's a better look. And there's a couple templates for cutting your fabric. Okay, I got it all back in here. So now I do have some more goodies to show you. Alright, I did pick up myself a seam roller. I didn't have one. I was always using like finger pressing, or I had some other little plastic gadget, but I got myself a seam roller. So, but also at this quilt retreat, we had some other fun things. So, like each day there was a goodie bag on our workspace when we came in. So I ended up with like one of these project bags. And then I ended up with another project bag. And then I ended up with a couple patterns. And then here's Bolt's bow tie. You can find that pattern on the Sewing Box Quilt Shop. I'm not affiliated or anything with the Sewing Box Quilt Shop. I'm not getting any kind of money or anything. It's just a place I like to shop. Really nice, great people. But yeah, so I ended up with a couple fat quarters that was part of like a goodie bag that we had. And then I got some stickers here, which I ended up, she put stickers also in my box when she sent me my menagerie, Moonlit Menagerie quilt kit. And then we played games, and I got a Quilting Alyssa sticker, I'm So Into You sticker. This one says Quilt Queen. And this one says, I don't hoard fabric, I just shop faster than I sew. That's cute. That's so true. Alright, so I got some stickers. And I ended up with a little fabric bag here that somebody made. So these were all things that I got as, you know, just for going to the shop, like a little goodie bag. And I have a little ruler here. Tula pink ruler. 2.5 by 2.5 ruler. I gotta peel the back of it off. But anyway, there's the ruler. And a little notebook. A pen. Sewing Box Quilt Shop. And I ended up with another fat quarter. And another fat quarter. And this little pouch, pencil pouch. And then there were also some really delicious cookies that she had. So this is cute. And then we did what they called a secret swap. And she did a little questionnaire pins with unicorn, Tula. So that, and this was given to me because we did a little game, but that would come in handy for miscellaneous. I got a little bracelet thing here with Tula, looks like Tula wristband, and a little bolt pin. And some lip balm. Smells good. And some more clips, which I need. I don't know where my clips are now. They're somewhere. I took them with me. And then, anyway, we did a secret swap. And she did a questionnaire asking us questions about ourselves, about sewing and whatever. So we did a secret swap, and I bought for somebody bought for me, and then we exchanged. But this is what my secret person got for me. Some Fassett designer ribbon pack. So I don't have any of these. I've never used these before. So this will be interesting. But it's just basically a ribbon. Just different ribbon for whatever purpose, but I'll have to see how I can incorporate this maybe in bags or something. I'll put that away somewhere. And then she also gave me these two project bags, which I don't have project bags, so this is like perfect. I will definitely use these. And then there was also a fat quarter in my bag from my secret swap. That's very pretty. And she also threw in a seam ripper, which is really cute. Let's see, I'm gonna open this. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Can't see it behind my shirt, but there you go. And it kind of jingles. That's cute. So yeah, I mean, this was such a fun thing. What else do I have? I took my bag with, oh, I got this fat quarter also from the weekend. So I ended up with a bunch of goodies. I purchased myself one of those 12-inch add a quarter rulers because it did come in handy when we were doing those big paper piecing things. But anyway, I think that's everything. I took my bag I got from Joann Fabrics. It says stitch it real good. I like that bag, it's cute. Alright, so I also got this little Aurifil bag that came with some thread, and it also came with a chart. Well, actually, no, it's not a chart. It's a some different colors they have. So, but yeah, so that was also in the with the retreat. And this has a little explanation of all the different threads they offer, and maybe what size needle to use. So that was really interesting. That's really great to have this too, and a little drawstring bag that says Aurifil. So that was pretty cute. Glad to have that. Okay, so there was a fabric rip there. She had a bunch of fabric she was getting rid of or selling. I bought it. She sold it to the sewing box, and then I pay the sewing box. But anyway, I've never heard of shock cotton before. So she had this, and it's Kaffe. Alright? And it's striped. So I saw this, and it feels sort of like a homespun fabric. If anyone is familiar with homespun fabric, it's kind of what it feels like. It's a little bit thinner. It feels a little bit thinner and softer, but I don't know. This is different, definitely different. But these are all the different colors that they had, or that she had. This is really pretty. So I'm trying to think of something I can do with this fabric. And then I said, well, do you have anything else that goes with this? And she says, well, there are solids. I was like, oh, where are those? I want to see what the solids look like. I wanted something else to go with this. So I might pick up another pack of the solids possibly from the sewing box. Or if she doesn't have them, maybe somewhere else. This is going to be a long video. There's a lot of stuff in here I'm kind of sharing. Alright, Alright, so these were all the stripes. Now I have solids over here too. I gotta bundle these back up. Alright, again it's Fassett. Free Spirit. Alright, so we have this color. Let's see. I'm going to try to pile these back up neatly. And again, it's called shot cotton. And I looked it up to see how it compared to homespun. And I guess the shot cotton is woven a little bit differently. And it gives it sort of like a sheen. This is like a lavender color. It's hard to see though on the camera because it looks like it's not lavender, but maybe if I hold it up next to this color you can see that this is the lavender. Alright, anybody have any ideas what I can use this for? What kind of quilt would look good with this? And I want to use all shot cotton with it. That's pretty, that green. This looks more like a mustard yellow rather than a bright yellow on camera. Camera makes it look bright, brighter than it is. And then this. And this is the last one. So, that is my haul. It's a lot. That quilt retreat was so much fun. I will definitely do it again with those ladies. Anytime. Had a really great time. The resort itself was nice. Everybody was nice. We were all taken care of. Some of us stayed up till midnight sewing. Not me. I was in bed. I went back to my room at like 9 o'clock or something like that. But anyway, I now need to clean this up. And I want to rearrange my room. I'm going to take these sewing machines out of here and move them away from the wall so that when I am sewing, I'm not staring at a wall, that I can see maybe the TV or maybe see outside and not have my back towards everybody. But anyway, I am going to do a video on my organizing and cleaning. And but if you guys want to watch that, that'd be great. I'm going to finish this video for now, and you can catch my next video, which I'm going to start right now as far as cleaning and organizing. So hopefully the next video you will see things organized. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments or anything, I'm going to try to rearrange my fabric and all that stuff, but I'm not sure how I want to rearrange it and what I want to do. But watch the next video. I'll figure it out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.